Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Never5 here, bringing you guys another video, and this time I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on the Legend of K anniversary. So as you guys know, as you guys may remember, I've been talking about the Legend of K anniversary after a while. I was watching a video from this guy named Metal Jesus Rocks, and he showed off the game, the PS2 version of the game. It looked interesting to me, so I was gonna get it. Then I saw they was gonna have like an anniversary version of it, so I decided to wait and pick that up, and I did. I've been playing it ever since, and let me just tell you, this game right here is fun as heck, bro. I mean, yeah, let's just get right on into this. So, the story focuses on Kay. He's a young cat warrior that sets out to protect the land that he and his friends live in, and it's called like Yanqing. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't, but is the hometown or homeland where he lives at is called Yanqing, and he has to be protected from being taken over by a gang of gorillas and rats who are led by Minister Shun and Tak, respectively. So the bad guys move in and try to take over the land where they live in and try to rule over them and all that stuff. And that's just like a real brief summary of the story. I don't want to give away too much about the story, but that's just a brief summary. But let's get on to that gameplay. Son, the gameplay in this game is really fun. It's actually really fun and enjoyable gameplay. You get to have 3 different weapons you collect over the course of your adventure. You start out with the sword, and then later you get like these claws that let you attack faster and do more damage to unarmored enemies. You also get a hammer that swings slower but was really powerful, and you can deal more damage to armored enemies. And there's a few little combos you can do here and there. There's nothing like too advanced or overly complicated with the combos, but it has like certain ones you can just do certain moves or whatever. Do like a jump up in the air and do like a forward front flip and smash down the ground and hit enemies that you knock to the ground and all that stuff. But the gameplay is a lot of fun. The fights are really fun to partake in. The game actually has a pretty nice level of challenge too. Like, it may not look like it on the surface, but when you play this game, it actually does have like a pretty good level of challenge, both in the combat and in the platforming. There's some platforming sections, especially like can't even talk. There's a level later on where it has some pretty tricky platforming. The level itself was actually pretty long too. So the platforming can get pretty difficult, challenging at times too. And like I said before, the combat is fun, has a nice level of challenge too. There's some sections of the game where they throw quite a few enemies at you. Like it feels like you're fighting almost an endless wave of enemies sometimes. But yeah, and also they have the difficulty levels all selectable from the start. You have like easy, normal, hard, and then the hardest difficulty is nightmare. So even if you're looking at this game right now and thinking it'll still be easy for you, you can just go straight to nightmare, the hardest difficulty level, and try the game out on that. Or if you think it'll still be too easy for you or something, give yourself even more of a challenge. But I'm telling you right now, even just on normal, the game has got a pretty nice level of challenge. It's not incredibly hard or anything, but it keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're fighting a whole bunch of enemies at one time. I also want to get into the worlds and environment within the game. The worlds in this game are amazing looking. I love the way they look, the colors, the colors and the detail and all that. The worlds are really well designed. I love the level design of the game as well. It's fun traversing levels and going new places and areas and everything. This is pretty much another one of those games where it's like you feel like it's pretty much another one of those games where whenever you enter in a new area or go to a new place, it really feels like you're going on an adventure and you're making some progress. With each new level you go to, it really feels like you're going somewhere. Just like within the same like realm or area, you're just traveling this like a small distance. Where like when you go to a new area, it really does feel like you're going to a whole new place and a new area and all that stuff. With more different types of scenery, different enemies you have to fight and all that stuff. It really does feel like you're making progress, and I really do love the way they do it. It takes me back to like When games like this were with a regular and all that, and you could explore worlds and stuff like that. Now we're gonna move on to that soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is great. I really enjoy the soundtrack. It has quite a few memorable songs in the game, like in the Cat Village at the beginning of the game where you start out. Even the soundtrack in the beginning of that level, I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And just as you go further, there's other soundtracks and levels and all that stuff that are really good. Like I said, they're real memorable soundtracks. You can easily listen to them outside of the game. I mean, in case there's some games that have soundtracks you can listen to them even when you're not playing the game. Just either look it up online or either look up the soundtrack online or something like that and just listen to it without even playing the game. And The Legend of K is definitely one of those games where it has some soundtracks you can listen to outside of the game, and they're still just as awesome. But yeah, those are just my short thoughts and opinions on The Legend of K Anniversary. Overall, it's a really great, fun game. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I heard about it, first of all. Otherwise, I might not have known about this anniversary thing, and I'm really glad I picked it up. And it's a really fun game. If you're into 3D platformers and you really want to play them again, like the good old days, I definitely suggest getting this game. You can't go wrong with it. It's a lot of fun. It really just brings me back to the good old days, man. Like when games like this were the regular coming out on a regular basis. Like even sitting here, like even looking at the images on the back cover of the game, it just brings back memories. Like when games like this were like all the rage and they were like the normal thing coming out on the PS2 and all that stuff. It's just like, when will 3D platformers and character action platformers make a comeback, fam? I'm waiting. I'm thirsty. Games like Yooka-Laylee and all that stuff coming out soon. So hopefully the character action platformers and 3D platformers will make a comeback. But yeah, playing The Legend of K and just looking at the images on the back of the box and just playing the game in general, this brought back so many fond memories of when games like this were the norm. It was just so much fun to play. It was like a nice deviation from like the types of games we have nowadays. It was just fun to just pick up and play this game and have a blast with it. Like I said, it brings me back, man. Just take me back, fam. Take me back. Take me back to the PS2 days, bro. I don't even care. Just take me back, fam, please. I'm building my ass a time machine or something. But yeah, like I said, if you're into the 3D platforms, you're looking for some more 3D platforms to play, definitely get this game. You can't go wrong with it. I've enjoyed it quite a lot. But other than that, I'm Stoner35 and I'm out. Please don't forget to rate and comment and subscribe. Peace.